Hello everyone, welcome to first ever game replay, or review I suppose. This will be another completely unedited video, just of me reviewing a game I just played in ranked. Mainly because the game went generally kinda well, even like in the face of adversity, which is why I thought I should go through it and just kind of look at what I did right and what I did wrong, and like mainly if there are, because while I was playing I figured there were a few aspects that could be useful to think about, or just like people, one of the most common questions, like commonly asked questions I get is I carry super hard in lane and I get so fed but I can't carry from it, how do I do? And then I don't really have an answer because it's kind of a generic question. Which is why, I mean, I think this is adequate of a video, right? So, yeah, playing Sun vs Katarina, you pretty much, almost in every matchup in mid lane, you want to start longsword 3 pots, and even if it's not a matchup where you want to start longsword 3 pots, longsword 3 pots is still fine, so. I'm not sure if we're going to go through the entire video, but we're going to focus a little bit on like the earlier aspects, or how to transition from the early game to the mid game, or how to survive ganks and all that shit. Well, we'll see what happens. We just spotted up Eve. If you're gonna spread out as a team, I really like standing around here while you're playing blue side, because you need to cover this entrance. I just kind of thought I'd follow up on Eve there, but I guess that's kind of pointless. So I get a little bit late in lane because I mess around a little bit too long. I think I miss 1 CS, as in 1 CS in experience. Actually, no, I don't. I get the first CS. Here's something very important. Let's go back and look at that, actually. Oops, search, not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's speed this down. Something people sometimes miss is a valuable opportunity to do what I do here. Is that get the CS, and then I see her going for that minion, right? And she does her auto attack on that minion, which means her auto attack is spent. So at that time, I can just go for another auto attack while she's running away. And if my auto attack goes through a specific phase, it's gonna hit no matter how far away she gets. That's why we have people who die after they flash from an auto attack, like a melee auto attack, because it's already registered. It's just at the end of the actual auto attack. Let's continue. So that's usually how you win. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted. That's usually how you win the early trades. I do it there again. Like a Q follow up by a shuriken is generally pretty strong. Other than that, you want to keep the lane generally out of turret range or out of 1 hit, or like so you can get it in so that the turret doesn't kill in 1 hit, so you can last hit it, because Zed's passive Contempt for the Weak makes it super easy to farm on the turret. So let's just look at this. I'm playing it pretty safe, generally because now she wasted her jump, so that's why I go for an instant engage. Try to go for the passive there. But when she wastes, always play on the enemy's cooldowns. When she wasted her jump again. That's why I go super aggressive now and mess up. She flashes as well, so I get flash for flash, but I don't get ignite. I do get ignite now, but I get overconfident. As you can see in my abilities, I wasn't able to use my shuriken, and that was also a bit optimistic of a shuriken. But honestly, I don't think I'd do that differently. I mean, it was obviously mathematically incorrect. Like I did the engage a bit too late because it was not enough damage to kill her. But I think the play itself was fine, because she had wasted her jump. She only had flash, and since I interrupted the Q with a flash, this is a dangerous gank here. And there I honestly think I would have survived that. So I'm not sure. With 32 armor, with her attack damage, I most likely would have died, but I guess she got scared because I had E still. Regardless, that was pretty lucky to survive that. So that's ignite for ignite and flash for flash, and I get to recall before her, which means when she, like, as you can see in the minimap, she hasn't recalled yet. So at this point, if she doesn't recall soon, she's gonna either lose a lot of minions to turret, because she hasn't pushed out the wave to turret yet, but which means like the lane is equal or even, or it's not like it's neutral is what I'm trying to say. But then I messed this up pretty badly here. Never do this at level 3. You can't get the, because the shuriken damage is not enough for the second ranged minion there. So I should just have known that slowly instead. But I wanted to make sure that I pushed it out from the turret to the next wave didn't get affected by turret, because I wanted a neutral lane. Because I kind of overestimated her speed a little bit. But generally, I think even if I did push out, I think it would have been way too slow. So I think I did the right choice here. Because when it's a cannon wave, it's super, super hard to push it fast. And if you push it fast and don't get the turret, she will get a lot of free CS, while I'll just not have anything to do, because even taking Wraith now can be difficult. Regardless, here's where I should be applying pressure with W, which I start doing. Now she wastes her jump again. Every time she does that, punish immediately. Like, and a close range Q is super easy to hit, and follow it up with a E attack, or just attack E, possibly even 2 attacks. But she keeps, like, every time she wastes her W, or... is it W? I think it's W. Every time she wastes her jump, you punish immediately. Every time they waste their, like, Fizz wastes his jump, LeBlanc wastes her W. Every time they waste their mobility, punish immediately. Here we are again with... yes, okay guys, so remember, in every game you have to be lucky. That's how you win games. Now, this was generally just luck. I putted, which is the only reason why I survived, but... they got a bit scared, I suppose. Here's where I overstay a little bit, because I was pretty sure that she didn't want to dive, but since she like has experience advantage here, like she'll get more, she's gotten more minions, and I have more minions of the field. Ergo, I have to kill more minions to catch up to the even CS, or the even EXP, but I had an EXP advantage from before, which means she's probably going to hit 6 very soon. I get that one. She is very close to 6. The reason why I'm so scared right now is because I have Ignite in 3 seconds, which means she has Ignite in 23 seconds-ish. Or like 15 seconds, because she ignited like 15 seconds after I did. And now she has it up. I guess it was much, much less than 15. It's probably like 7 seconds after I did it. Which is why I was hesitant and in the end recalled. Because I like to call it proximity timings. I don't know if there's an actual term, but if you're lazy and you don't write down timings of ignites, because it's like 3.5 minutes and that's annoying to time, you can use proximity timings. So like, there is 20 seconds left on my ignite, and she ignited like, what, 15 seconds after me, which means it's 35 seconds left for her ignite. But the reason why I went back, because with just a dive she couldn't do it, but because of her passive she could just dive E and like Q, jump, ignite, I die and then instantly jump out. Now let's see here. I spot her out with I can walk up to turret and spot her out. This is very, very smart actually. I like to do this. I spot out that she's recalling, and then I go back and let her recall to most of it. This is stupid of her. I had item advantage there. It was very dumb of her to go forward. But let's look at that again. So let's see here. I clear this wave, we deal it out, and then I spot her out starting to recall. Clear the wave, and then just as she gets to like 6 seconds in the recall, you stop it. Because then she sees that I'm pushing, and this is, I don't know if it's psychological, but pretty much always works. They always know I don't want to lose all that CS. So she goes in, and you see she wastes jump again. I overcommit like a little bit. I don't think I needed to take that turret damage, considering I still had Q up. But like I could waste a Q on missing CS. But it's better safe than sorry, I suppose. Like honestly, you don't have to make a flashy play if you can be better safe than sorry on Zed. If you look at montages and stuff like that, it might look like you have to do flashy stuff. If you can do something like secure something completely, that's always better. That's why I generally prefer like IE over. And this is, now I'm going out on a tangent. I'm not really sure how to follow up on, but that's why it's good to like commit really hard with W and auto attacks. Have a build focus on auto attacks. Because champions like mechanics that you can't fail are good because you can't fail them. So auto attacks, you can't really fail that. You can miss skill shots. Regardless, that's a weird tangent. Now we have an item advantage in lane. I pick up a brutalizer and a longsword because I think I wanted it versus her armor, and because I wasn't really getting poked down that hard, I just picked up 3 potions, went brutalizer. Now she jumps again. I can't. Since I was out of energy, I could not retaliate anything there, so just cut losses and back off. E does not quite get it below a 1 turret shot kill on range, which is nice. This was a really silly W and like missed 2 minions. Bad energy management overall. This is just yeah, force flash. No, actually just force jump here. But since Gragas was there, we get pretty low. Gragas is completely we both get out of there. I still have my flash up, and I had ultimate. But this is also a silly waste of ultimate. Generally because if I'd saved my ultimate, I could have prevented the turret time. So that ultimate was pretty, I don't know. Especially since I had very low energy as well. So I guess I got a little too eager with my ultimate there, which is a mistake. But yeah, no use dwelling on that. Gragas is completely here, which means I can go in and just not get him. I mean, that's kind of payback for the luck I had early game, so I guess we're even now, Gragas. But at this situation, it looks like I'm quite far behind, but considering neither of us have ultimate and I have the item advantage, I honestly think that I have a lead here, especially since Shogs is very nice and gives me blue here. Pick up that blue, wonderful. And here, since you have blue, this is just free poking. This is wonderful. You can poke as much as you want with the brutalizer on top of blue. That's 25% CDR, which is like optimal for Zed. 25% is perfect for Zed. You can just spam as much as you want at this point. And you can spam so often. W should be up again very soon. Let me actually target myself, as you can see. I didn't realize I lost target on Zed. Ultimate's up in 10 seconds, right? Ignite 5 seconds. It means she's super close to dying here. I tried to clear that pink ward again, but that double shuriken means she's dead. I don't even need the ignite here. I just need RE, or even that. Since I have such short cooldown, I don't even need that. But I end up using it anyway like that, so that's fine. But you have to like just get used to. That's something I guess I'm gonna look at it again. That's something I guess you get used to as you play more with Zed. Like I know exactly how much damage I can deal, and I know when like the ranges and damages. That's something you just learn with time. But here, when that hits, instantly, I just oops. There's no okay. So now it doesn't want to show me the HP. But at that HP, at this HP, that looks weird. At this HP, I did actually not even need ignite. I need an E, and if I get an auto attack, I get passive on top of that. That's overkill. With brutalizer, that's overkill. Ignite is definitely overkill, but I want to be safe because Gragas was around, so I ended up using ignite for it. I think I even got an auto attack in, which means ignite, E, auto attack, passive, and ultimate proc. Like it didn't even proc. So yeah. Then again, as I said before, better safe than sorry. Like, the ignite is useful, but, like, securing that kill if I was unsure, I think that's more worth. So I'd rather do that. As you can see, top lane is going pretty shitty right now. She is rushing Bork on Shyvana with, or Shyvana? She's rushing Bork with the Smite. I disagree with that, but I don't play top lane with Smite. I don't even play top lane, so can't tell you if that's right or wrong. Regardless, that's like the only thing you have to know right now is that the 80 Eve top lane, I think she's a one-trick pony Eve, she's getting fed. So top lane is getting fed, bot lane is doing fine. All I want to do here is just force like pressure, because we've had Gragas mid so many times that I think bot lane's been doing okay as a result, because Gragas has not been able, like, has not had time to gank many other lanes. And if we keep pressuring right now, since I don't really have anything to roam to as of right now, Dragon can be good, bot lane can be good, but right now, if I just keep pressuring, I can force people to get to mid. You could argue that it's better to roam at this point, and I know several people who'd say that it's better to roam right now. That would probably argue that, and I Actually, that could possibly be better, but it works playing this, like forcing pressure or forcing focus in mid lane. Considering I'm getting, like, when I started getting an advantage, I started getting kills every time that happened. So every time it was a forced engage in mid, I started getting kills. Here is a very awkward situation because right now, Dragon's going down. We are not strong enough to fight right now. I'm the only one on our team who's strong, and we have an Eve on the flank, which is like, at this point, we should have just let them go Dragon, because we had no way of backing it up. Shyvana was TPing in straight into the fight. We've got a shot down on Eve, which is fine, but I think they got pretty pissed here, just because that was a great Gragas ultimate, by the way. That was absolutely beautiful. He saved it to separate me from Sivir and get Sivir straight into the fight. Yeah, as you can see from the pings, they got pretty angry. In either case, I shoved this out, and I noticed I spot out Caitlyn, but considering I have absolutely nothing up, okay, lost focus again. Considering I have absolutely nothing up, I have no reason to stay. I think Sivir got, yeah, Sivir's one got angry here, because I overstay a little bit. Here's where I talk about that hard engage with W, because I don't have crit, I don't have cutlass, I don't have ultimate, I don't have ignite, I don't even have flash, but I do have item advantage. Actually, do I even? No, I probably don't. She has much more gold than me. Huh. But a good thing that I didn't fight them. Considering she still had flash as well, so. Alright, we head back mid lane now. Sivir went mid because I shoved out bot lane. I cannot disagree with that, but it's solo queue, so it's kind of whatever. Pick up the recurve bow, which is like, I think I'm gonna make a video on that. It's a very, very short video, just based on the tank meta that is right now. Because I've gotten some question about the tank meta. That ward spots Katarina out, get a free Q on her. She's getting pretty low soon. Actually, no, she's not getting low. She's gonna get low though, probably. But since Alistar is there healing her, and blocking that shuriken like a douchebag, it's a bit of a bother. W's up again, and I miss completely. It's just like poor prediction. Like, even if that was predicted correctly though, that would still only be 1 Q for WEQ, which is not quite worth. But yeah, either way, I ping Katarina from that ward right there to the right, exactly. Ping her out, and team response, and nothing really happens. I wore this brush, even though that gives me basically no vision, on top of the other one, because I want vision specifically in and behind the brush, which that existing board did not give. So anyway, I know Gragas is around mid lane, which is why I don't go for something hyper aggressive. I actually just kind of joke around a little bit. Actually, I don't even do that. Maybe I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did know he was there. I just played this game. I'm pretty sure I did know he was there. We finally cleared that pink ward that's been there for way too long. I think it's been there for like 8 minutes. And we've encountered it twice. Tried to clear it twice. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. He's always there when I take it. And that's taken down now. Katarina right now has completed boots, which I actually see as a good thing for me, because that means she's not pulling into a Zonias or anything else. I think the boots doesn't do much for her right now, even though she's getting a lot of movement speed. That movement speed, I can still follow it up with ultimate and with W. Alright, so here, Bot Greg is out. He does a horrible ultimate. I don't know what that was about. And this is quite nice. Get a W shuriken pretty much with that. Alright, so this ultimate was horrendous. That was just a mistake. Okay, there we go. Here I just wait for her to jump before I do anything. Now she gets in range. Here, not gonna die. Like, even from the ignite ticking down. First of all, we know that Greg has already used his fat slam. He's already used his barrel. He's already used his ultimate. And he's already drank, I think. We know that Katarina's not gonna die. And also, let's look at here. I have not used my shuriken yet. I only used R, like I used a defensive ultimate with E, with ignite, and I did not even use cutlass yet. But at this point, So look, this is still in range. Like, this is still in good range. Let's see, like over here. This entire area is still in good range of that. But it's still, it's a straight line. She can still run either up or down, which gives her a bit more area. But when I do it like this, we throw out a W because I didn't even use W, and I know that I won't need W to get away from him. Actually, do I? Maybe I should have said W then. I can't remember if I needed it. Here. I think that's the ultimate shadow that gets it, but this way we cut off this entire area, because throwing it like this is going to cut off, basically going to make this area lethal, which means she has to run upwards, but that's still like she has to make it to over here, because this shuriken still has this considerable area, which means she either has to run straight down there right now, but I think this throws a little bit like that, and this throws a little bit like that. Can look at it in a slow motion here. So that's going to be that way and that way, which means she's dead. Right, because that was that way and that was that way. She could have possibly ran up there, but regardless, that's... I did not need 2 shurikens to kill her, but that gave more area to, like, more lethal area, which basically fucked her up. Because otherwise she would have just ran downwards, I think. Regardless, that was fine. I do not remember. I think I die here, but... Actually, no, I had flash. Never mind. Well then, all's good that... All's well that ends well, or whatever. Okay. Yeah, I can't overstay here. That's dumb. So I just cut my losses, accept that the turret's going down. As you can see, like, there's been a freak ton of pressure in mid lane from Shogath, which giving... Or from Gragas, which is giving... Shogath some time to help Shyvana gets back in the game, but she's still pretty far behind, and bot lane's starting to lose right now. Or well, like comparatively, because Caitlyn has 30 CS up on Sivir and 2-1-2 versus 1-2-1, and I guess Lulu's fed 2-1-0, because she's got her Lucidity boots. But then again, they have some strong adversaries on the enemy team. Most notably is the Eve with the Trinity Force. So that's kind of a bother, but in any case, now Caitlyn's getting mid lane, nothing to do here at this point. She wastes her E, but since my ultimate's not up, this is just, yeah, just do the defensive, or like do the WW and then turn around to get the Q from the swapped shadow. At this point, not really sure what happens here. Let's speed this up, because this is just farming. I think this is just a dancing in mid lane right now. Yeah, we just dance back and forth here. Get as much AoE damage as possible. Nothing really special here. We see Shyvana and Eve on top lane. Like, we don't really know exactly what's going on with that. We know Shyvana's pushing. We also know Shyvana has no chance in 1v1. And we know that Dragons is up very soon, because we did not get a timer. We got an average timer. But we did see, this is fun, because we did see Katarina, Gragas, Alistar move to top lane, just as Dragon was spawning, which is a huge misplay on their part. Because Eve does not need help killing the Shyvana she's been killing the entire game. Regardless, I guess they agreed it out, because they thought Shyvana could escape. Even though, as you see, she did not even get an assist on that. So we get a free Dragon. That's not really any good call on our part, that's just good, like, vision and warding, because if we didn't see them leave, we would not have gone for Dragon. So just, like, keep an open mind and try to look for opportunities to take objectives is pretty important. And I guess not giving up games like these, like 7-8, even though I'm sitting at 3 of our 7 kills, and we have 8 deaths, which means, like, the rest of the team is probably not doing that great. Just focus on what you can change, I guess. That's the only thing you can do. They're trying to go for, yeah, they're trying to save that turret right now. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, spawn on Caitlyn like this, go straight for backline, and at that point, dead. Let's look at, oh shit. Let's look at that again. Let's do 2 of these, because this always lies. Yes. They try to force a fight here. Let's look at... Right, so ult comes in. I can actually do it like this. Alright, so we have her ultimate's going down. We will probably be able to escape. They used Kraga's ultimate. Don't know if they used Eve ultimate. Regardless, this is a perfect opportunity to pick out the AD carry because she's completely zoned off from all the people who can peel for her. So let's look at what happens. This is just easy miss on 1Q actually. Huh. And then you just do a sticky ultimate, defensive ultimate, and then just pick it up with a Q. Honestly, the exhaust had no chance of saving her with the ignite and all that. At this point it gets weird because we had a chance to win this fight pretty hard, but considering, I think we should have lost this fight a bit earlier because Katarina seemed to have saved everything for afterwards. Regardless, let's see here. Right. At this point, Eve is 7-2-0. I'm at 4-0-1, and we're at 8-11. We have 1 turret to 2, and 1 dragon to 1 dragon. We're at a 1.3k gold disadvantage, and they have 2 heavy tanks, and 2 heavy tanks, 1 bruiser, and 2 squishies. And right now, I'm so happy because Katarina is still not getting Azonias, which means I don't even need to ulti her, because she's so far behind. Thing is, at this point, she can't even make a correct decision, because either she goes for Azonias, and she's completely useless because she's like missing out on so much damage, but she's not useless because she survives and can deal that damage. So honestly, probably the best choice you can make right now is just pick up Sonya's, or just hope that no one focuses you because you're so far behind. But since she's just going for Luden's Echo, I know that I can go in, and I do have Yomus at this point, which is me trying even more to like get more opportunity to fight and more opportunity to get the squishies. But at this point she goes for Luden's Echo, which is like when I saw her rod here, I thought she for 100% she would go for Zonias, but she went for Luden's Echo, which is, I don't know. I just thought that was a mistake. Regardless, let's look at this fight here. Alright, so I tank out that. Probably shouldn't have, but once again, no peel on her at all. Right, that went a little bit fast. Let's actually use S and let's slow this down. Alright, so I tank this out. Oops, I tank this out. Here is, yeah, they're really grouped up, and all focus is on Shogeth at this point, which means completely freely she goes into the brush, she gets the shield, but completely freely I can pick her up. There's nothing that can save her at this point. Alistar maybe, but considering I have Bork, I have Yomus, I will immediately get the contempt for the week. I will get an E because she used her, I think she used her E, right, to get into the brush. Even though she has flash, let's look at this slowly. Even though she immediately flashes, at this point she's so low and heals with a shuriken from the defensive ultimate. There's nothing she can do. That's their hyper carry, not their hyper carry, but their AD carry completely gone. So their consistent damage is gone, and they are not synchronized at all. Because he went for a dive while they went back because they saw our Sivir. And at this point, it's time for cleanup. I think, right? Because we still hadn't used the Lulu ultimate and Sivir ultimate, which means we can follow it up pretty easily and pick them up. And considering I'm so far ahead at this point, let's look at right, this is still cleanup. Considering I am 503 and they're all below 50% HP, and I have blue buff, this is just free. All of it is just free. So at this point you're getting so fed that you can take out one person without using ultimate for sure. When you pick up a Last Whisper, definitely. So with this build, with the crit build, if you crit, even against a target you normally have to ult, you don't have to ult. And with the synergizing between auto attacks and attack speed, like a Bork and attack speed, that you get from Yomus as well. When you ult in and use Yomus, you completely burst someone to the point where you don't even need Bork, which is why this build is so great. The synergy is so great, and you can take out both squishies and tanks so well with it. I think that's like one of the big reasons why it's still to date probably definitely the best build out there. Regardless, I mean, it's debatable. If you have a build that works for you, by all means, like, power to you. I'm not gonna say it's a worse build than this. Just for me, this build works great, and I think overall it's a more stable build that works, like a more flexible, stable, and like overall useful build that you can have. Like, if you go Bork, Yomus, Last Whisper every single game you play Zed, I don't think anyone can tell you that you built wrong. Which is, I mean, that's bad in one sense, because that's kind of one-dimensional. But then again, like, people invent their own builds with it. Here, it's just really, really overcommitting for her. Like I said, I don't even need ultimate at that point, but making sure is fine. Like, making sure it's just, I didn't use Ignite, I didn't use Flash or anything, because there's no chance you can pick it up. That's a very nice block from Death to the Sever. At this point, we are fighting a max, like at best for like full on full. It's a 5v4, which obviously we're gonna win because at this point we're caught up in kills. But this is pretty bad because the Eve is so fed. Even though I take out the Kate, at this point Eve is so fed that there's so little to do about her. Because she's doing the... Oh, actually, she's not doing a Bork. I was so sure she was going to do a Bork, because freaking everyone does Bork. Oh, you have a champion? Well, we can make it Bruiser. Just build Trinity for some Bork and give it tanky, and then it's a freaking Bruiser. Works and everything. Anyway. She uses E. I don't have ultimate, right? She uses E. I don't have anything up. I have Flash. I have Flash. I have W, Q, E. We can actually look at it. Right now I have W, I have E, I have Q, I have Yoma's up, I have Flash. At this point she's still out of lethal range. Give me just one moment. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, we're back again. I had to take care of a slight headache. It should be fixed though. Regardless, what was it saying? Right, we can take out the Caitlyn because, like I said before, she is right now. Let's see here. She is outside of our threat range, and we don't really want to use both W and Flash. Like with W and Flash, we could definitely get to her. Of course, then you'd use W and then Flash, because Flash means she sees it before it happens. Like there's like two circles, right? So this is when she starts to realize it's a threat. This is the W range, kind of, like we're being a bit generous here. This is the W range, kind of, and these circles, like, they meet here, and then we have the instantaneous. Flash is instantaneous, and W is not instant, which means we want to get into her circle with W, because then, like, we're in her threat circle, her vision circle, whatever, with Flash up. Now, this is completely not arbitrary, but irrelevant considering, like, in this situation, because we don't want to Flash. But in general, if you're gonna engage like that, much rather use Flash than W. The bonus for using W is if you know she has no escape, because then you can potentially get a Q from the swapped shadow. So if you Flash and then WW, you have a W shadow over here, a You're over there. Then you get a Q from that one potentially as well, but right now we don't even need that. If we get in range, she's dead instantly. One auto attack with E means auto attack damage plus Bork damage plus potential crit plus passive plus E. Dead. Very dead. Regardless, what we end up doing is just a W when she walks into the threat range. So look at here. She walks into threat range, dead. And here, just bait as long as possible to get her to keep falling as long as we can. And in the end, I actually forget what happens. In the end, I don't think she gets picked up. I'd be surprised. No, no way. Oh, he flashes for it. This is exciting. Is he gonna get her? Misses the knockup. No chance. She's gone. Oh! Oh! Okay. Nom nom. He friggin' ate her. Okay, well, this is... Oops, let me just jump back. Those guys are the teammates we're supposed to be carrying. They're doing quite well for themselves. Most of them, anyway. Some of them, anyway. Regardless. At this point, we're 1103. We're extremely strong right now, which is why I opted for the BF sword instead of boots. Like, honestly, yes, you'd want to finish boots generally before that, but not finishing boots is actually not that big of a deal. It's pretty bad, but I've never had a chest. Like, I've always had something higher priority to get, like a Last Whisper, finishing Last Whisper, finishing Brutalize, or Yoma's finishing Bork or whatever. So, when you have time, finish boots when you can. But if you don't have boots by now, not terrible, not great. But our damage right now is 322 at 26 minutes, which, okay, never mind, let's focus here. Okay, so immediately straight for backline. And it's dead. Don't even need to wait for pop, don't need to wait for anything, instantly dead from that. And just setting it up like this means that you get a lot of AoE damage. I think this was a bad fight though. In the end, no, actually in the end, just based on, we're gonna do this slow mo and then we'll do it full speed. Yeah, they completely focus on me so hard, like, because I'm a high priority target right now, so they focus completely on me here. And then our team just cleans it up really easily, because they used all their engage, all their disengage to focus me down. Which, okay, here's like, that's the big thing though, they use everything on you, which is, if you have, let's talk about, let's look at that fight. You can look at the fight and look at whatever you want to focus on. Let's talk about something more, something interesting in the meantime. Is, I see a lot of people talking about, like, camping and itemization. Like, people build at rush QSS or whatever, they rush Zonias for me, where they everyone focuses me in the team fights. If they itemize specifically only for you, if they do everything to focus you down, you're doing more than enough for your team. Like, with all the focus they had right on me there, considering I even still picked up a kill, that is more than enough, like, contribution to my team. Like, I both took away a carry and forced all of them to go onto me. This might sound like I'm really, like, boasting myself up or whatever. That's really not the point of this. I hope you don't interpret it as that. I had a good game, that's all. But that's one way of utilizing, like, the strength you have, the strength you've gotten from being fed, by completely being the focus and just straight up going for the carry whenever they step out of line. Like, let's look at it again. Let's look at this again. This is not something, like, mind-blowing. This is just Caitlyn had poor positioning, that's all. Slow it down. She's still, right now, she has too much peel, okay? She has Garga's ultimate, and now she's losing everything. Alistair, okay, you saw? Alistair's headbutt pulverize, Gragas used Fat Slam, ultimate. Yeah, what else do they have? They have that, and then they have Eve, slow, and ultimate and all that shit, carrying that damage, and they have her jump. Does she have still? Yeah, she still has jump, which doesn't matter. Like, even if at this point, if I ult on her and land, let's see, and land perfectly, or if she lands her E perfectly when I land, like, just as I land she E's, you still get, you can still get an E and a Bork, and if not that, you get a Q. And if you don't hit Bork or E, you do Yomus and you pursue, because even if you get slowed, she can't get away from this. Like, right here, dead, right there. She has no chance, no peel, no nothing. The W is already out, and dead instantly. I don't remember if that's a crit. Nope, that's just Bork auto attack E passive. What? No, I think it was even E that finished her off. Anyway, with this, you also get the good AoE damage. That one missed. You get good AoE damage straight through here. Because I already have, this is the W shadow I used. So you get double shuriken straight through 2 targets and an E on Katarina. On top of Eve being completely zoned out. So forcing everyone to move backwards to a target that's already dead is, like, this is the way you utilize your advantage really well. Anyway, we know how this fight ends. Yeah, I forget what happens. We pick up that guy. Let's see here. Yeah, we just can't. We just recall. This guy is sleeping, so he dies. It's been a pretty bad game for Siobhan overall, but at least I finally got his Cinder Hulk, and he's got a Warmogs. Not sure if I agree with the build. You know what? I don't play Siobhan off. Fuck if I know, but regardless, he's starting to catch up. He's starting to be useful. It's nothing else. He's really doing aggro, and with a Bork, you can pick freaking any champion in the game. You pick up a Bork, you're still gonna be fine. In terms of damage output, not really. Like that's of course that's a joke, but with only a Bork, you still do fantastic damage. With other items might synergize well together, but Bork can still do well on its own because it's like an IE. It synergizes with itself, attack speed with the passive. Okay, let's focus. So she gets kind of caught out. Blocks that. Let's see here how this fight goes. I don't remember how this fight went. Alright, we're looking for engage. There goes a fantastic ultimate. Okay. That's a great ultimate by her. Alistar is still not used. I don't remember what I did there, but let's just look at it. Fat Slime incoming. You can see he started to Fat Slime. He still has ultimate. He still has Pulverized and Headbutt. Eve used ultimate, and she's straining the fight. These guys want to disengage right now. A little ultimate going down on Sivir. Let's slow this down. Go straight for Katarina. This damage, yeah. When you realize that damage, I was really slow there. Way too slow with using my W. And here I get knocked up, focused by, well, pretty much everything here. And Casket coming in. At this point, dead. I die in the, I think I die in the ultimate here. Yeah. Which is like the fuck up was just not using. Was using Yomos and then W like afterwards, way too late when she's already jumped up, and we got engaged on. Of course, again they focused me really hard, so I think we still do fine in this team fight. I think we still do great because they used everything on me again, which is like the big. I mean, not everything, but they used a lot of me, a lot of focus on me, which is why this fight goes the way it goes. Congratulations, Deft2, you just picked up a wonderful pentakill. Great job, dude. But just looking at that fight again, okay, we can all agree that yeah, we can probably all agree that I don't even know who I'm talking to. We can safely assume. Let me phrase this. We can definitely say that there was a misplay based on what happened. There was a misplay with the W. Okay, let's slow this down again. Here, perfect. This is actually great. Like this is great. Not great, this is very good. Alistar is still available to peel, but he's going into the fight. Fat Slime going into the fight. 2 carries isolated, and I got perfect W onto Katarina. So if I just instantly jumped instantly, an auto attack Bork dead immediately. But I do this Yomos and then W way too late, and that's what fucks it up. And then there's focus, like everyone turns. Eve goes straight from into the fight, straight onto me. Exhaust, Ignite, Ultimate, Knockback. Freaking everything happened on me there. Which is like what I'm talking about. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. And then it's your like mission to like do as well as you can while being focused. And I probably, like I said, if I played it better, I would have gone to Katarina. But honestly, it was all planned so I can get this. I could give the Sivir her pentakill. So, in the end, it worked out the way I wanted it to. So, congratulations, Deft2. That's a nice pentakill. Shogat is playing this really well as well. He's hitting all the knockups he needs to hit. Actually, my entire team is playing it pretty well, to be honest. I think I don't want to harp on Siobhan anymore. The team did well there. Congratulations, Sivir. Very nice. Okay. I think they get 2 turrets right, so let's look at death timers. Yeah, they get, with these death timers, Alistar is up, you can't do much, but they want to play it safe, they want to do the SQT thing. Why do I call, whatever. They want to do the same thing, which is usually like better in solo queue. Greeting out like this is not really worth, because if they die here, instant Nasher for them. They already have fantastic ward coverage in Nasher, 4 wards in Nasher, and 1 like around Nasher. That's really great for them. That's why I think I was playing really like as a shot caller in this game. I was talking a lot in chat and saying what we're supposed to do and all this stuff. Since I picked up not a pickaxe here. I'm I'm clearly going for IE, which is great when snowballing, because if I take out their priority targets right now with the tank meta, if you take out the AD carry, you're usually great to go, because IE also melts tanks. IE it's fantastic for tanks. And I'm going to talk about the new Black Cleaver in another video, probably tomorrow if I have time. Regardless, we are baiting around the dragon right now. We spotted Caitlyn down bot, I think. Yeah, ping's going down, we're spotting out down bot, and we want to go for the inhibitor. We're also seeing Eve top, but at this point, we know we have a gold advantage. We know with the pentakill and with me being super strong right now, and Shyvana basically being like a sponge, they have to attack her because she still deals damage, but she's tanky. She's that annoying spot. Like even if she's 199, she's still strong, and her farm is not terrible, I say, while having less farm than her. Let's look at this then. Let's do this slowly. Okay, here. Dead. They just... If you're going for... Even if they had a ward here, I mean, this is overkill, obviously. I don't think I even bork. Let's pause and see if I bork this. I actually did bork. Well, that's an extreme overkill. I don't... Like, at that point, she doesn't have QSS. If there are two people focusing her, at that point, it's an overkill. Pick up... not quite pick up Katarina, but as you see, like, even without grits, the damage is absolutely ridiculous right now. Which is, when you're fed, this is the stuff you can do. They keep focused, they keep fighting, like, 2v2 there. I don't know what happens there. I know I go straight for a... I think I did a Q flash, right? Let's see here. Yeah, that was... No, that was bad. That was pretty bad. I was going for a Q flash. Did not really go the way I thought it would. And this is where we're kind of overstaying a bit. Here, that's awkward. That's really, really awkward. But we do end up, because they have quite a long time to regen, we do end up picking up the inhibitor. Here it's absolutely crucial not to greed out. This is when I pinged no. I think everyone in the chat, this is a bad idea, they're gonna go or whatever. But I hive-minded and I went with it, which is stupid. This was a really, really bad idea. Because at this point, inhibitor is fine. This dragon doesn't matter at all. Look at this. We're 32 minutes into the game. 2 dragon to 1. We have 1 inhibitor. Even if we get this dragon, there's like it's 12 minutes. At least, if we time every dragon perfectly, at least 44 minutes to get the 5th dragon if we get it right now. Which, I mean, 44 minutes, fine, but you don't time it perfectly, so it's at least like 15 minutes maybe? 47 minutes, or we can just agree that they might get the dragon, and even if they get the 2nd dragon for them, they're not gonna get their 5th dragon. That's just not gonna happen. And like every like the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, they're good, but I guess the 3rd one's actually really... Regardless, the important thing is that they don't get the 5th one, or that we want to get the 5th one. So this one is... This is a waste. This is dumb. This is really reckless and pointless. Because with a Thornmail... Actually, she doesn't have Thornmail yet. She's just really tanky. And, I mean, you take anything, give it a Randuin's and a Triforce, and it's a Bruiser. This was dumb anyway. I don't remember if she gets away. Let's see. Yeah, she does. They pick up their 2nd dragon. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm wait. Yeah, nothing happens. They pick up their 2nd dragon, which is like... Absolutely doesn't matter at all. Shogath suicides, very bad. Nashor is now a threat. No jungler and no hyper carry for 15 seconds. Here's where I opt out from building... actually, no, I was considering going Merc Treads at this point, because they have a lot of CC, but when you look at it... Okay, no CC. Wait, fuck, does Evelyn? I forget, does she have a stun? Slowing spells, frenzy. She doesn't have a stun. Does she? What am I thinking? I'm thinking about. Oh my god, I'm thinking about a real long time ago. Oh shit! I know. I was thinking about Skarner because they new champion rework and they get a stun and I'm like, wait, no, that's okay. But this like with hypercarry and smiter down, they know they can go for Nashor, and they could have if they'd gone immediately. With all their champions immediately, but they messed up here. This was silly of them. They did good warding. Alistar does his best to keep them off, but at this point, Nashor's at what? 6,000? Yeah, 6,000. And here, she's like immediately she has no chance. She's just there's like if you just get around the peel with W, considering you have 2 spells, not counting flash, to engage with on top of Yomos, and stickiness on top of that, like with Yomos or with Bork, there's no chance an AD carry can get away. Unless they have an instantaneous, like, at least when you're fed, that is. Like, we're talking about being fed right now. Because the question is not how do you do when you're not fed. People ask me how do you do when you're fed, because like people always apparently do great in lane, and then they can't translate it to carrying hard. Anyway, here's where we just go for stopping the ports. He's teleporting on a pink ward. That's kind of rich, actually. Spawn out the huge wave over here. We just push it out. Actually, no, I don't. What the hell am I doing now? Oh, yeah, because Shyvana had TP, but she didn't want to use it. I think people got angry at her in chat. I don't think I said shit here. I got really pissed over the... Oh, sorry about that. I got really pissed over the dragon, but... oh, damn, this is dumb. Yeah, I did not realize she had picked up a Thorn Mail at that point. Whoopsie. And then I have ultimate like 3 seconds afterwards. Pretty silly. Not much they can do from it though, because mid is pushing, top is pushing, and bot is pushing. So, like, even if I'm dead like 40 seconds, it did not really matter. But anyway, we, yeah. At this point, we are just... I'm just saying in chat, okay guys? We group as 5 and we do Nasher. Because at this point, we have pink ward here. We have bot lane pushing. Not really, like it's building up a wave. Not really pushing it, but this is going to build up into a wave because we have a cannon and they don't. So Eve has to go defend it. Like she does here. Which is why... At this point, I guess this lane is irrelevant because she's pushing it out and I'm not, like, Shyvana and I are not alive right now. But they're starting to clear Nasher, which is going to make them nervous and make them, like, really overstep to defend or take Nasher. Even though we can't possibly take it right now because Silver's base, I was base, Shyvana's base. And it's just Shogath and Lulu running around with ward clearing. Speaking of, very stupid not to get a sweeper. I think I get a sweeper later, but inexcusable not to have a sweeper right now. Okay, what happens here? Right. Yeah, now we're just baiting a fight. This was weird. This was really, really weird of a fight. I go off to the side, and I have to duel. Okay. I have to duel. Like, sometimes you have to ult even a support, because you have to use your ultimate. You need to get out of shadow. Right. Here is a stupid fight. This is actually a great ultimate. She gets down a 3-man ultimate, great shield, and he gets... I'm just able to get out of his pulverize. That ultimate is not going to hit anything. Pulverize against Lulu and Shogath here. Okay, let's pause here. Just there. Okay, hi. I decide to ult the Bruiser right now, which you might argue is a bad idea. Let's look at their hyper carries. They're over here. If I don't, because I used W before, this is my W. If I don't ult her right now, like if you say I have to go to the hyper carry or the carries and ult them, I have to run through like several seconds of being slowed and attacked by the Bruiser with a Trinity Force and a Maw, like not really caring about her, and if I counterattack without like applying myself, it's just Thornmail damage for me. To get to the AD carry, who's by the way standing on a trap, and like ult her, honestly at this point I just want to get down an R shadow for escape so I can dedicate into the fight, because I don't even have flash right now and my W is already spent. So I just want to get down an R shadow and take out one target. And considering Eve is 18-5, killing her is not that bad right now. Like Katarina's 3-8. She has a Luden's Echo, a Leandra's Torment, and a Zonia's. She is not a high priority target right now. She's important for sure. She's farming fine, and she has danger. It's like she's dangerous right now, but she's nowhere near as important for me to kill. Like my three choices: stay and fight Eve, run and fight Caitlyn and jump on her trap while being fucked by Eve, or run past Caitlyn, past the entire team fight, get everyone's focus, and then ult Katarina, who has a Zonia's. No. I decide to ult the Eve, and I know that with IE I can kill anything in the entire game, especially since I have her helping me out. Even without that, even without this shield, even without this uking, I end up uking, by the way, to get the Q on her and get out of his pulverized range. We end up picking her up, and at this point, again, these are the priority targets. Not the fat man, but the two chicks. These are the guys, the girls we have to kill right now. Or supposedly those are the ones we have to kill. But just picking up targets that are free can be so much more important, since these are guys that aren't doing anything to us right now. Us three, that is. So we can just pick up this guy quickly, and if I recall, his ultimate is running out, so... Breakable Bow... nearly... Right, his ultimate is just running out here. There, it's out. So we just end up focusing him. If I get a crit here, he's basically dead. Slowed because he hits by 2, and then dead. 1 Q, and those... yeah, it was unfortunate, didn't kill him. And at this point, yes, they're killing Shyvana, but we don't really care about Shyvana right now. She's 1 in 11. We don't really care. They're even wasting Gragas' ultimate to try to pick her up because she's almost dead, and it's like greed. But at this point, they're all low, and we know that we can pick up inhibitors because they have to go heal. And even like, if we count us 4 versus them, those 3, okay, that's, yeah, that's him being picked up is because of heal there, but. Even if, okay, even if they got away there, this is obviously game, but even if they got away here, at this point, those 3 with full HP versus us 4 with this HP, we still win. And on top of having the super minions, and like, exhaust still on Lulu, and everything like that, we still win this fight. Which means, like, we didn't have to go for the priority targets in many fights. I think that myth has been busted by this point, like, okay, don't focus the tank. I think that's kind of busted, but people still do that for Zed. Like, oh, you shouldn't ult the support, you shouldn't ult the tank. Generally, no, as you saw in most of the game, I do not ult the tank. This was a valiant attempt, by the way. But, I mean, with Luden's Echo and Leander's Torment and Zhonya's Argolas, she's not really going for that jump in and kill everything. She's more going for a safer build. Like movement speed, HP, and defense. These are not the most like focused on damage in that sense. So I mean, she kind of had to build it to survive, and then she didn't really anyway. But okay. But, going back to the tank focusing, if you catch someone out, generally if you're 5v1, you don't want to waste ultimate. But as you saw there, dueling a bruiser, dueling a tank, dueling a support. Using ultimate to pick someone up and just getting a fight where you have your cooldowns reset, except for ultimate, is fine. Like, it's fine wasting resources to kill one person, because the advantage you get 5v4 is huge. Like I said, even if we are at these HPs, even if we are at lower gold, we still win this fight. So yeah, that's that game. GG. So that's how you kind of, like, in general, how you wanna, oh yeah, this pissed me off, by the way. Don't do this shit. Don't. Not when they're 18 and 6 Eve goes out to fight and you're like, ah, we're gonna get some KDA. I pinged the shit out of the Nexus right there. God, that was scary. Anyway, that's how you translate, kind of how you translate the advantage you get in lane, and how to like get an advantage while being camped. Because Zed can often do that. If you're comfortable enough, you can often get the advantage even while you can often get a kill even while being camped, but just being camped means you're helping out your team. So all the same, I hope this answered kind of your questions about how to translate the advantage into like snowballing and winning the game. If nothing else, I hope this was enjoyable to listen / watch. I don't know if I'll be doing more of these. Probably if they're relatively well received, like they were pretty easy. If you guys think that it's valuable in any way, then I can do more of these, because it's been like extremely requested and apparently searched for as well, like people looking for full games. So if you just want to see a full game of Zed when I'm playing, you can just mute these games and then watch that instead. But we'll see how it goes. I'll make my decisions later, and if nothing else, it was great great hosting you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace.